So as we continue to live into this most powerful and racially charged time in our country, I've been asking myself, what do I need to be doing? What should I be doing as a man, as a citizen, and particularly as a white person in this country? What do I need to be doing now? I mean, I've gone to a few marches, I've held up some signs, I've posted some things on Facebook and Instagram, I've preached a few sermons. It seems so insignificant in light of the gravity of the current situation, in light of the history and the struggle. It just seems like, well, that's just not much. But we have to keep going, keep working, keep striving. And I thought one thing I needed to do was to revisit some books I've read in the past, to let those words wash over me again, because now I think they're going to strike me in a whole new way, because the issues and the words of these books have come alive in a new and most powerful way for me. So the three books that I'm going to be looking at in the weeks ahead are The Souls of Black Folk by W.E.B. DuBois, James Cones's book, The Cross and the Lynching Tree, and then his final book, Said I Wasn't Going to Tell Nobody. These are three powerful, amazing books, and I'm just going to start here. And all I'm going to be doing in this video series, Peace and Blessings on the Way, which I'd like to continue, is simply reading an excerpt or two from these books and just allowing it to wash over us. Let's ponder it, see how it informs us and changes us and transforms us, that we can become the people that God desires us to be, and we can indeed give birth to something new and wonderful and life-giving in this nation and in our world. So I wanted to start with an excerpt from DuBois's book, The Souls of Black Folk. And he speaks at the beginning of the double consciousness, and then also a paragraph called The History of the American Negro. So I'm going to read this section. This double consciousness, this sense of always looking at oneself through the eyes of others, of measuring one's soul by the tape of a world that looks on in amused contempt and pity. One ever feels his two-ness, an American, a Negro, two souls, two thoughts, two unreconciled strivings, two warring ideas in one dark body, whose dogged strength alone keeps it from being torn asunder. The history of the American Negro is the history of this strife, this longing to attain self-conscious manhood, to merge his double self into a better, truer self. In this merging, he wishes neither of the older selves be lost. He would not Africanize America, for America has too much to teach the world in Africa. He would not bleach his Negro soul in a flood of white Americanism, for he knows that Negro blood has a message for the world. He simply wishes to make it possible for a man to be both a Negro and an American without being cursed and spit upon by his fellows, without having the doors of opportunity closed roughly in his face. Peace and blessings on the way.